Hey there, baseball fans. Justin Allegri. The season is still young. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Looking first at the American League East, the Yankees sent 3 balls into the seats as they defeated the visiting Tigers 13-1. It was their 5th straight victory. The Rays amassed 14 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Rockies 12-1. The Blue Jays allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Orioles 3-1. The Boston Red Sox defeated the A's in Oakland 5-4. The Minnesota Twins beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 6-3. The Angels knocked out 12 hits as a team as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 4-3. The Texas Rangers combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the home victory against the Astros 5-3. The Miami Marlins totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed the extra innings win over the Mets 4-3. The Philadelphia Phillies knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 7-2. The Milwaukee Brewers got past the Reds in Cincinnati 6-3. Clayton Kershaw allowed nothing in his complete game shutout win as the Dodgers defeated the rival Giants 5-0. They now have 5 straight wins. The Diamondbacks got 11 hits overall as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 6-3. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
About set for baseball now on the show as we welcome you to Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees. The Yankees have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Luis Severino is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Into the box now, Harold Castro. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Detroit, the third baseman, Harold Castro.
First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in after another good win last time out that ran their record to start the season to a perfect 5-0.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. The temperature here at first pitch, a very seasonal 63 degrees this afternoon. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Hicks is after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day. Those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Got to find a way to scratch a few across early.
Set to get his day started, Victor Reyes. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One out, nobody on. Late square, and this is popped up. Severino is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Batting third.
Set to get his day started, Miguel Cabrera. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and one strike. Just getting started here in the Bronx. Here's a bouncing ball headed to LeMahieu at second. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Tigers nothing, Yankees coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Matthew Boyd, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Strike thrower, not afraid to go in and challenge hitters. He's kind of what a manager would like to have. You know what you're going to get with Matthew Boyd. He's not afraid to throw the fastball or his breaking stuff over the plate. Sneaky, really good pitcher.
Coming to the plate now, Gio Urshela. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, this team has taken it on the chin the first 2 games of this series, getting blown out in each game. They need a better effort in this one.
No doubt about it. I think things haven't gone their way, and this is the time to turn things around now, Dero. It's been an ugly series up to this point, and they need to turn it around pronto today.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on DJ LeMahieu. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
So one away here with the bases empty. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. Now the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Softly hit out to short. And that's the second out. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Fouled off. Slow roller left side. To his left, Castro. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, number 50. He's hit the ground running right out of spring training. Entering this one with a batting average over 300. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need to take into consideration is his ability to play that position at 6'4", 6'5", with soft hands and the ability to turn a double play. We already know he's an offensive force.
Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. He's gone 0 for his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. Fastball in there for a called strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a swing and a soft liner, but foul. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
Digging in, Nico Goodrum. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Stanton has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's been productive at the plate in the series with 6 hits coming into this one.
Aaron Judge.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to Mercer at short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D. And let's focus on former Triple Crown winner Miguel Cabrera. He's dabbled all over the diamond from outfield to third base and has seemed to have found a home at first base. Everybody who plays this game wants to get a knock, to get on first base, to just be able to pick his brain on how he goes about it.
Giancarlo Stanton now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard on the ground towards short. Mercer has it. Throw just in time, and that was awfully close. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays, and looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Yankees are challenging.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
Headsets coming off. Here comes the decision, and he is indeed out as originally called. So they lose the challenge review, and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. No balls and a strike to count. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The windup and the 0-1. Drilled down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We'll move to the third with no score. Up next steps Kristen Stewart. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2. Fastball well outside. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Here's Jordy Mercer now. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stanton has a read on it. 2 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Grayson Greenier. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Edwin Encarnacion now 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And 0-2 count to Edwin Encarnacion. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Reyes has it in his tracks, and that's the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the switch hitter Aaron Hicks. Skied down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Mercer is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Into the box, Harold Castro back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
The 1-1 home. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the
ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, strike 1. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
So he sets him down swinging. Victor Reyes goes down for out number 2 in the top half. The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Hicks will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Now at the plate, Gio Urshela. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Hard hit to the left side, and Mercer there to take it in. And an unlucky start to the fourth that time as the leadoff man is set down.
Now batting.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
And that's the pitch they wanted him to punch out on. A slider down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on that swing.
Count even at 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu.
LeMahieu.
A bouncer up the middle. Goodrum takes it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So striding forward now, John Hicks. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The 1-2. Misses for the 2nd ball. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Hicks on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. Over 90% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and given their lack of run production, that approach clearly isn't working. He said adjustment number 1 has to be to allow the at-bats to develop and look for good pitches to hit in deeper counts, where they will hopefully have more of an advantage over the pitcher.
For the Yankees.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Now drive by Judge. Deep left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. Home run number 5 on the year as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Bullet back up the middle. Reyes has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
In now, Torres. Now a swing and a little soft liner to the left side, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1.
Playing 12, 1-2.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Pulled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Standing in now, Edwin Encarnacion as he drives a liner to right center. But he will run this one down in right center. A tough L9, and the inning is over. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. Through 5 innings, it's now 1-0 New York. Now at the plate.
Leading off for the Tigers, the left fielder.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Tyler Lyons will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. So stepping in, Jordy Mercer. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. In there, no balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 0-2 to Jordy Mercer.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
And now this is foul tipped at the plate, and that appeared to catch a lot of the home plate umpire in the process. Hope he's all right down there. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to the left side. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gary Sanchez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Working for the punch out and the offering. Line drive to left. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, the third baseman, Gio.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to center field. Reyes is right there, 1 down. And the throw back in is a wild one. But luckily it doesn't get far enough away to allow the runners to advance.
Stop. Didi Gregorius.
Ready for another chance? Didi Gregorius. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Sanchez over at second. Hicks at first. 1 gone. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good. I might just go ahead and try to throw another one. For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang place at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Into the box now, DJ LeMahieu. Comes set, the 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. One run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Digging in to try it again, Harold Castro. And he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Fouled away.
Castro.
The windup and the 0-1. And now we'll try a bunt to break up the no-no. Urshela fields it cleanly. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
A ball and no strikes. One out, nobody on. Fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes now.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing them 4.
Here now the 2-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Stepping in now, Miguel Cabrera. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his bat and gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again, we like to refer to that.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're down 1-0. Riding in once again, Aaron Judge. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Next for the Yankees.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. No hits to this point. Line drive to left. Stewart is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Striding in, Torres. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Line hard to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. It's a potentially big 2-out hit as Edwin Encarnacion will get to bat here. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
The catcher.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair, but they lead it 1-0. It's the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here. Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Dylan Betances will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Yelich.
Into the box, John Hicks. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
No.
And he lays off for ball 1. The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Drew Verhagen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Leading off for the Yankees.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reyes has a beat on it. 1 away. Final line there for the Detroit starting pitcher. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Reyes is under this one. 2 gone. Now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
Line drive to center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Now at the plate, Kristen Stewart. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Number 14.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Now stepping into the box, Jordy Mercer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Here's the strike with the breaking ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat. Striding into the box, Harold Castro. He is the last man to stand in the way of possible history here this afternoon. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And they get the force, and that would officially do it. It's a no-hitter.
Yeah, you know what's amazing? A combined no-hitter is even more rare than a complete game no-hitter. So it's not something you see every day or every year for that matter. And that's what you call a total team effort.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, probably the easiest player of the game decision we'll have to make all year. He got some help along the way from his defense, but all in all, this was his show, and he winds up in the history books with a no-hitter.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious.
Welcome to Inside the Show. Baseball is back in April. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Looking first at the American League East, the New York Yankees earned the 3-game series sweep as they defeated the visiting Tigers 1-0. They now have 6 straight victories. The Rays had 12 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Rockies 8-5. The Baltimore Orioles put up 16 hits on the day as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 16-4. The Boston Red Sox pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the A's in Oakland 3-1. It was their 5th straight victory. The Cleveland Indians sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 4-3. The Kansas City Royals pulverized the Twins 7-1. Alex Bregman was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs, leading the Stros to a win over the Rangers 4-3. The Braves pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 3-2. The Mets swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they were victorious in extra innings over the Marlins 5-3. The Philadelphia Phillies finished off a 2-game sweep as they took down the Nationals in Washington 3-1. The Reds amassed 14 hits in the game as they got the best of the Brewers at home 6-2. The St. Louis Cardinals allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 4-1. The Dodgers completed a 3-game series sweep as they defeated the visiting Giants 4-2. The win was their 6th straight as a team. The Diamondbacks totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 6-5. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders and the Buffalo Bisons. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Carlos Gonzalez gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
At the plate, Manuel Batista. He will lead this one off today.
Batista.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A bouncer to the left side. Chang scoops it up. Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Mark. What do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
So striding in, Jacoby Ellsbury. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Well, the sun is out, but it is icy out here today. 43 degrees at first pitch. Popped up. Drury is there. 2 gone.
Batting third.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. The 0-2 delivery. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing a bat at that pitch.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Jay Happ is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. Stepping up now, David Fontenot. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Popped him up. Gonzalez moving to his left makes the play. 1 away. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Batting fourth.
Digging in the switch
first
hitter,
baseman.
Chad Cornette, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. Here's a high pop-up. Below, he'll put this one away, and the side is retired. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Stepping into the box, Clint Frazier. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Clint Frazier.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Fisher's under it. He's got it one away.
Batting fifth. The
So coming to the plate, Mike Tauchman. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and one strike. Tauchman is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. Oh, and look out as they brush him back here. It's ball one. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and two strikes. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number two. Stepping in, Jeff Below. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Rolio
pulls this one in the air out to left. Fontenot is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Brandon Drury will bat next, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Brandon Drury.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Good waist pitch, 1-2. Still a ball and two strikes.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Man, at bats like this make every hitting coach happy. This is what they all preach. Stay inside the ball, stay behind the ball. You can see he lets this one travel deep, then just inside outs this thing off the right center field wall. That's some rare power there and a little bit scary to opposing pitchers.
Drury leads off second with nobody out. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And one of the main pieces on this team today is the guy playing shortstop. A ton of range, the ability to go in the hole, set that back foot with a strong arm over to first base. And I know it's going to upset the second baseman and the third baseman, but at the end of the day, the shortstop is and always will be the captain of the infield.
The next 0-2. Swing and a liner, but right at the shortstop for the second out. Into the box now, Andreas Morales, runner in scoring position with two gone. No balls and a strike to count. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Frazier has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. We played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in now, Nino Gonzalez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. And he fouls this one off. 0-2. Here it comes. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Batting 8th, the shortstop, number 90.
So digging in now, number 90. He readies for his first plate appearance. He's set. Here it comes. Lined hard toward right center. Fisher patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. Coming to the plate now, Tyler Wade, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sent on the ground out to second. Valera gloves it, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Manuel Bautista. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is line to left. Fontenot is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Fisher.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Nope.
Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Ball. Even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Tachman will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
First offering on its way.
Carlos.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Bautista on the move. He can't get to it. This one's down. Stepping in, David Fontenot. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. 1-0 the count. Runners off for second. Pitch is high. The throw. It's wide, and he's in there with the stolen base. Popped up. Below has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
He's set, and the pitch.
Nelson.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field, but that'll hit off the wall in left center.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field, and this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 3-0 ball game. Into the box now, Brendan Drury, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees. Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
Behind 0-2 now. The next 0-2. Grounded to first. But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Standing in, Breivik Valera. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2. Drury on second. Tellez on at first with 2 down. Here's a pop-up now. Andujar is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now 3-0. Striding forward now is the DH, Jacoby Ellsbury, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Fontenot coming on. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Now in the box, Miguel Andujar. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Left fielder, Clint.
Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And that'll bring up the outfielder Clint Frazier. Lays off 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Now the 2-0. Liner toward right center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. The relay throw, and he is in there.
Now batting.
Standing in, Mike Tauchman. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Popped up. Valera shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Digging in, Andreas Morales. He flew out in his last at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Morales.
Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, you know what? You could slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate. That was 3 straight pitches on the outer half, and he was able to dive out there and get an opposite field single. Nice job.
Derek Fisher will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Carlos Miranda. He singled his last time up. Morales leads off first with one away. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play. Coming to the plate now, David Fontenot. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Ooh, back-to-back tough pitches, and he's down 0-2 now. 2 out with the man at first. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Leading off the inning, Jeff Below, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Turned on down the line. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he won't risk the long throw across. He'll hang on to it. It's an infield single.
Catcher, Nino Gonzalez.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Nino Gonzalez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. A line shot to third base, and the runner gets back. No double play.
The batter.
Now at the plate, number 90 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. This is line to left. Fontenot is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The batter, number 15, second base.
And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped straight up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
The right fielder, number 10.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Manuel Batista. First pitch of the at-bat. Down the third baseline. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Hey now. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. Grounded back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle. Yeah.
First baseman, Chad Cornette.
Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And that will bring an end to the appearance by Jay Happ. Pulled toward right center field. Tuchman giving chase. He's there, but oh, he clanks it off his glove.
The third baseman,
digging in once again, Brendan Drury. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And a high strike there, 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Takatsu, just 21 years of age. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seamer, a changeup, and a slider. But gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Now batting.
So first and second with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up Rowdy Tellez. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Rowdy Tellez becomes the second out in the bottom of the 5th. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jacoby Ellsbury. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to. Turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Miguel.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit down the third baseline. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Clint Frazier. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ground ball foul down the left side. A bouncer to the left side. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
You know what we call that? We call that clean living. To get a knock on a check swing does not happen often. This guy obviously had some good karma coming his way.
Stepping in now, Mike Tauchman. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. Derek Fisher the next to bat. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Now that's popped up.
Fisher.
Oh, and they botch this one as it drops in the infield. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over.
Miranda.
Fisher aboard here at first with nobody out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. The 1-2 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Fielded cleanly. Throw won't get him.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. There was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. Fastball swung on and missed for the 1st out.
Now
digging in and looking for more. Nelson Chang heading out towards shallow right. Batista is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Chad Hornet will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 6-0 ball game.
The 3rd baseman, number 8.
Ready now, Brendan Drury. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on base.
Leading off for Scranton Wilkes-Barre. The first
pitch of the at-bat. Line towards center field. Fisher is there, and he has it for the 1st out.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Nino Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and that's off the left field wall. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, that's his second double of the game, and I thought it might have enough to get out of here. Banged it off the wall, and he's looking really good in this one.
At the plate, number 90, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Second baseman, Tyler.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Swing and a hot shot toward third. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's a 6-1
The right
game.
fielder, number 10, Manuel Bautista.
In now, Manuel Bautista. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And a good pitch, but he gets quite a lot of it. And in fact, he got more than a lot of it. He got all of it. It's a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him. And they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
They seem to forget that the game started a while ago, but better late than never, I guess. Sometimes one big hit is all it takes to get a team going. We'll see if they can build on it and make a run here.
Now batting, designated
standing in now, Jacoby Ellsbury. As he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
This lineup has a chance to knock this guy right out of the game. 4 runs in the inning, and they smell blood.
Boy, Dero, you hit the nail right on the head right now. This is a team that can score some runs. They have a pitcher that's reeling right now. They need to knock him out and knock him out ASAP.
Now
and I think he might have lulled himself into a false sense of security out there. Prior to this inning, he was pitching a shutout, but now he's starting to look a little off.
For the Bisons,
here comes the manager out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Boy, something you don't see very often. You got a guy that can run at first base. Normally you'll see a hitter try to take a pitch or two, Dero, to give that guy a chance to steal a bag.
You know, it's funny you say that, Dan, because coming up in those situations, you want to give the guy a chance, but you also realize that that guy wants to give his catcher a chance, so you're probably getting a piece of cheese.
Into the box now, Clint Frazier, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Carrington is a fairly prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a lot of strikeouts, and that clearly helps him through the tough spots like the one he finds himself in here.
Matty V, let me tell you something. What makes this guy so special? He's like his own relief pitcher for a relief pitcher. He gets into trouble, and what does he do? He kind of puts it in 5th gear, and he just takes it up another notch. Not a lot of guys can do what this guy does. He can pitch it a couple of different gears, and when he puts that thing in full drive, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, Mike.
At the plate, Mike Tauchman. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And it's not in time. He's safe as 2 score on the play, and we are all tied up.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, Dero. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions. And from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
And that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. He's safe at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Man, it's been like BP for these guys all game long. Getting production from just about everyone in the lineup. That's the 7th run they've plated in this inning alone. There's not much more else to say.
Alexis Geronimo is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. But a big inning here as they bat around and push 7 runs across the plate to take the lead. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Scranton leads it 7-6. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Frazier is after it, and he makes the catch in the corner. Settling in now, Breivik Valera. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Andujar over to his right, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting,
digging in, Andreas Morales. Now here it comes. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Two out, nobody on. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Now batting, number 90. He'll start us off in the 8th.
The shortstop, number 90.
Line drive to left. Fontenot is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box, Tyler Wade. As he rips it on the ground to second. Valera over to his left, on to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. Manuel Batista will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts, let's take you back to inning number 7, and a big blow here as his 3-run home run accounted for perhaps the biggest blow of the ball game. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ready one.
And leading off for the Bisons,
Marco Salgado is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Number 9, Marco.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Swing and a hard liner to center field. Tachman is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder.
Into the box now, Carlos Miranda. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point, and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you.
Forget the double play. It's under his glove. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
I don't know what side of the
Now
fence
back.
I fall on, boys. Old
shortstop.
school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down an account and drive base hits the other way.
Popped up below in foul ground. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So
Now
here's
back.
the cleanup
The
hitter,
first
Chad
baseman.
Hornet. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here.
And a base hit as the run will score from third, and we are tied at 7.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy
batting,
scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. But the time. Next will be the designated hitter, Jacoby Ellsbury. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt.
Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Miguel.
Stepping up to the plate, Miguel Andujar. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Liner towards second. Oh, and he misses it.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Stepping in now, Clint Frazier pulls this one in the air out to left. Fontenot moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in, Mike Tauchman. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side. Miranda is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Into the box, Rowdy Tellez. He'll lead off the bottom of the 9th inning.
The designated hitter.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. Now at the plate, Breivik Valera. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs. A ball and a strike. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Batista racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
The batter.
Now at the plate, Andreas Morales. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
1-0.
First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Now the 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Oh, and that nearly sent us home and sent this crowd into hysterics, but it'll wind up a foul ball. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
Standing in now, Derek Fisher, as he will take strike. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Andreas Tejada takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Andreas Tejada.
Now here it comes. 0-1 the count. Tejada, just 24 years of age. He offers up a 2-seamer, a slider, a curve, and a changeup. Line toward the alley in left center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And that is down for extra bases. And with nobody out, we'll see if they want to wave that go-ahead run home. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Now I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
Into the box now, number 90. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Fisher is there. Let's see if they try it. And the throw comes in, and they will not try sending him as that go-ahead run remains at third with 1 away now.
Second baseman.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Tyler Wade. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. And a very important insurance run comes across to score from second. It's now a 9-7 contest. And he's in there with a 2-run triple.
Talk about putting an exclamation point on a game. Wow. Game tied to 9th, men on base, and he attacks the baseball, driving in the go-ahead run and landing at third along the way. And now he's 90 feet away from patting that lead as well.
In now, Manuel Batista. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Line drive to center field. Fisher will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. Scranton leads it 10-7.
And leading off for the Bisons,
Corey Guerin takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. And this one runs up high, ball 1.
Number 35.
In tight with the sinker, ball 2. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Batista is in pursuit. He can't make a play on it as this falls for another leadoff hit.
Hey, D-Row, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there, a ball and a strike.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
And he fouls this one off. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were two outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And a step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, Chad Cornett. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Batista going back on it at the track. The wall. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Stepping in now, Brendan Drury. Strike one to start the at-bat. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here. Gets a small piece near the plate. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. 3 runs already home here. Fouled away. Fouled off. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Rowdy Tellez, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. No balls and a strike to count. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left.
Leading off for
Here comes the first pitch.
The third baseman, Miguel.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Valera backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Clint Frazier. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
The center fielder, Mike.
So striding forward now, Mike Tauchman. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. 0-1 the count. 0-1 count. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second. And that is through into right field for a single.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Jeff Below. He'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. First delivery to him on the way. Looked like the changeup slipped out that time, and it misses well above the zone.
Valera.
Hit back up the middle. Wade is right there. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
The batter, the catcher, Andreas Morales.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside. 1-0. Strike swinging, chased a high one there. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's one out in the inning. They got one more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Possible winning run on first. One man away. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, Frazier. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Carlos Miranda. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Popped up. And Duhar is there. Oh, he can't hold on to it. Oh, and this drops in the infield.
The left fielder.
In now, David Fontenot. A 2-out hit and win it. Pass ball or wild pitch would do the trick just as well. This is line to left. That falls down, and in comes the winning run. And they've come back to win it here in 11 innings. 11-10 is the end of the line in this score. The Buffalo Bisons put on a real offensive show with 11 runs. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, one man worth focusing on is Edwin Encarnacion. Edwing, as they call him. He had over 100 RBIs last year. That's the goal of every big hitter. If I can drive in 100, that means I had a good year, and I would say he had a pretty good year.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Oh, okay. I see how it's going to be. You're going to implore that. You're going to use the ambush tactics and not playing nice right there. Usually you're supposed to take the 0-0 pitch to start the game. He wasn't paying attention.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today, they haven't quite been able to get on track yet. They come in 2-4 over their first 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last.
And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary secondary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
On to first, and they get them both.
Batting fourth.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Runner in scoring position with two gone. First offering on its way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Santander waits on it. And that's the third out. One left for the Yankees. Yankees nothing. Orioles coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Now at the plate, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Orioles,
there's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
That softly hit to right. Will that get down? LeMahieu will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. In now for the O's, number one. And he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Batting third.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. The head-to-head with James Paxton. He's 1 for 5. Strike one to start the at-bat. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Digging in now for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. A bouncer up the middle. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now this is hit high and deep out to left. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Edwin Encarnacion now. This is line to left. Mancini is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. The Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. Now 1-0 Yanks. Ready now for Baltimore, Mark Trumbo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Paxton, also known as Big Maple due to his Canadian roots. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Renato Nunez is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Trumbo stands at first with one out. And he fouls this one off. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Behind 0-2 now. Ready on 0-2. Fouled away. Runners are at first and second with one away. Takes this the other way to right. And that is down for extra bases as this will get one home and maybe two. And the throw in gets away from him. And to score is the runner from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one-hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
Anthony Santander swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. Runner at second here with one man out. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Coming on for it is Hicks. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting up, the center fielder.
That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. 2 out here and a runner at second. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go now to the leading off the inning, Aaron Hicks, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Aaron Hicks.
Line drive to left. Mancini is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting.
Next for New York, Gio Urshela, a base hit in his first trip. Here comes the first pitch. Grounder down the line at third. This is foul for the first strike. Hit weakly back to the mound. And there's out number 2. Striding in, Didi Gregorius. He reached on a single in his first try. No balls and a strike to count.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
Santander is there, and they go down in a hurry here. Now to the plate, Jonathan Villar. He'll start things out against James Paxton as we get the inning underway. No balls and 1 strike. Paxton steps into his windup. Here he comes 0-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Gregorius trying to get there, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Stepping into the box, number 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. There's one. Relay to Encarnacion, and they turn the double play. Striding into the box, Trey Mancini. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2 ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Behind 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Popped him up. Urshela has got it, and the side is retired. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
The second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
LeMahieu.
Line to the right side. Santander is there to put it away for route number 1.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. That's lifted the other way out to left. Mancini will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
The batter, the left fielder.
Giancarlo Stanton now comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. In now is the Yankees DH Torres, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And that's through into left, a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
Standing in now, Edwin Encarnacion, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Encarnacion comes into play with a slugging percentage over .490, just shy of .500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here. Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high, and they take the lead. It's gone. So a 2-run home run for Edwin Encarnacion. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and it'll give the Yankees a 4-2 lead.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Austin Romine started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Now this one's crushed. Left field line. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
As a pitcher, you worry about giving up the long ball to the meat of the lineup. But when the two guys at the bottom of the lineup torch you, it's really disheartening. These guys have weapons everywhere.
This one's down to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
The third baseman, Gio Urshela.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Gio Urshela. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. So 2 on with 2 away, and here's the left-handed hitting shortstop Didi Gregorius now. First delivery to him on the way. Pulled toward right center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Yankees lead this one 5-2.
we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Paxton's ready. Here comes the first pitch. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Renato Nunez is at the plate now, and he takes a called strike. Popped him up. LeMahieu shading to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting,
digging in for his second at-bat, Dwight Smith Jr. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. 0-1 the count.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Fouled off. Now another 1-2. Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They trail 5-2. So striding in, DJ LeMahieu. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
DJ LeMahieu.
Grounded back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Yeah, Matty, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They tagged him for 10 hits, including that last one, and he's having a hard time getting out of any trouble. They might be buying some time to let the relievers get a few more pitches in before they give him the hook.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. A bullet to first base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Giancarlo Stanton. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard back up the middle. To second for 1. To Trumbo for the double play, and that retires the side. Yankees retire. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Pedro Severino, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Severino.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Line toward the alley in left center. Stanton arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and they're at 2 gone.
Now back
at the plate, number 21. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, and the deficit remains 5-2. Number 55 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 55.
Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
The first baseman.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point.
Oh, that's out.
The windup and the 0-1. Lined into center field. That's a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI two-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Didi Gregorius.
So coming to the plate, Didi Gregorius. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another flyout wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to Trumbo, but not quite in time as they'll just get the 1. Now stepping into the box, DJ LeMahieu, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. 0-1, here it comes. Soft liner towards short. Flips it underhand. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So back to the top of the Oriole line.
Leading off for the Orioles, the
Tommy Kingley enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. And it's fouled away.
Now pitching for New York.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches with good speed. The 2-hole hitter can handle the bat. We'll see if they have a play on here with nobody out.
Number 1.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
3-0 to him now. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. On a good pitch there as he had him fooled badly, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
Hey, newsflash, think he was guessing, boys? Because that was an ugly swing right there.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Stays alive, still 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think...
Big swing by Mancini now, and this is carrying well to left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Second home run early in the year, and it's now a 7-4 ball game. Into the box now, Mark Trumbo. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed 1-1. Lifetime versus this pitcher, he's just 1 for 6. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Trumbo goes down for the second out here in the bottom half. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball?
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 7-4. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. He said that top to bottom, his guys have impressed him at the plate. He loves that they're into double-digit hits, but just as much, he's thrilled to see that they've only struck out 1 time. That's impossible to sustain, but it points to the team's incredible focus at the plate right now.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The right fielder, Brett Gardner.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Waiting on it, the center fielder. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Line toward the alley in left center. Number 21 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting.
Torres will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Number 21 is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side. And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Dwight Smith Jr. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field. And this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, Deaver? We got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but, boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are 2 away now. Into the box now, number 21. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Slider finds the zone for a strike. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Orioles draw closer on the home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's the Yankees 7. Miguel Castro been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 50.
First pitch on its way. High and deep down the left field line. Mancini is camped under this one. 1 pitch, 1 away. So digging in now, Austin Romine. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Line to the right side, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Next for the Yankees.
Digging in now, Aaron Hicks. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Gio.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Gio Urshela. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Mancini going back on it, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him as they open up a 4-run lead. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these 2 lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 9 and the Orioles 5. Coming to the plate now, Jonathan Villar. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Lifted the other way to left center. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 1. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. The 0-1 pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They could use a good cup of ambition. It's 9-5. Stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. Lifted in the air to center. Center fielder has a beat on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Standing in, Brett Gardner. His prior history versus this arm. He's hitless in 6 tries. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Standing in, Giancarlo Stanton. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning.
Leading off for the Orioles,
Dylan Betances will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season. And that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a first pitch knuckle curve is a called strike. 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. And this one's over for a high strike. 1-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. The Yanks posted 15 total hits in the ball game. James Paxton takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 9 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes. Our